Oh, this is a toll road. Oh man, I hope I have enough change. Shoot. Hey, namaskar everyone. How are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. As always, welcome back means we are on another adventure and you're going to want to know where we are and what we are doing. We are in Pennsylvania, Breezewood, Pennsylvania. A trucker's oasis. Of course, that's what it was known as. Coming through here now, I think it's kind of declined of what it used to be, Breezewood. It used to be kind of fun to come in through Breezewood. But just when you get off the exit of Breezewood, there is a trail. As you could tell, this is the parking lot we're parked at right here. Trailhead parking lot. We are going to go down here, roughly about a mile, and go check out one of the tunnels that were on the original Pennsylvania Turnpike. This is the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. If you don't know anything about it, it's a stretch about 13 miles. There's actually the Pennsylvania Turnpike back in the day was known as the tunnel highway, I think it was. There's 3 tunnels on this stretch. There's 2 that you can get into. One is private, and I'll get to that later. There is the Rays Hill Tunnel, which I'm gonna actually go all the way through. We'll get to it. We'll explore it. Ride all the way through it. I got my bike with me today, so we'll ride all the way through it. If I can get to the sidling tunnel, I'm not going to bike to it, but I'll get in my truck and I'll go to another part and maybe walk to it and show you a part of it. Then there's the Laurel Hill Tunnel, which I think it's privately owned. They use it for like the aerodynamics for like race cars and stuff like that. It's a climate controlled and stuff like that. But we are going to cycle to Rays Hill Tunnel, which is the shortest of them. And while I ride down there, I'll tell you a little bit more history about it, some little fun facts or whatever. But yeah, this is the trailhead to the abandoned Turnpike. Obviously there's going to be some graffiti here, which is always awesome. Now, yeah, I like some of the taggers here, but you weren't always able to come up here. You used to have to park down at the road, but now they open this up and there's a parking lot here. So that is what our adventure is today. So if you're ready for today's adventure, I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready. Let's go. All right, are we ready? This is the first time I've been on my bike this year, but I'm digging the graffiti here, which is always awesome. Damn, I forgot a bag too. I wish I would have brought my bag. Now, I don't know, down there used to be a like a center, like a rest stop area, but let's talk a little bit about the Turnpike itself. Again, this is the original Turnpike, and bear with me because I didn't bring I forgot everything like I always do in the morning. I forgot my mount for my GoPro, forgot my backpack. You know, that's just what I do. But check out the colors. I know, I actually know Wally B was out here a few weeks ago and it looked nothing like this. Just, I know a bunch of leaves have grown in. It's getting more colorful. Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, very, very different from just a couple weeks ago. Yeah, there's gonna be graffiti. Reminds me of Graffiti Highway in Centralia, Pennsylvania. But yeah, this is the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike in Breezewood, Pennsylvania. This section is now, they want to turn this into a bike trail, a bike and hike trail, which eventually I think it'll happen. It is open, which is a plus here, but it's 13 miles. There's 3 tunnels on it, 2 you can get to and drive and ride through. The first one, like I said, is Rays Hill Tunnel. Then there's Sidling Tunnel and Laurel Hill Tunnel, which you can't get into. This opened up in 1940, closed in roughly 1968. And if you look at the roads, like this was the original roads back then, you got a lane over there, you got a lane over here. I think it opened up. There was, I think maybe it was a little wider. So these two lanes, way at the end, when we get to the actual tunnel itself, which is about a mile down the road, it kind of bottlenecked everything, and the lanes went to a single lane into the tunnel. So you had one lane coming from the east, one coming from the west, and it just wasn't sufficient enough, and it was easier to reroute a new turnpike system other than to drill new holes through the sides of the mountains. So that's what they did. So this was abandoned in 1968. Of course, talk to you for a little bit. Of course, they still use this. The military uses it for practice. I think where the old rest stop used to be, they use that, the police use that for target practice. I think they still might use the tunnels for storage. The military aircraft, they do testing on different, like, asphalts, different reflectors for the roads. Also, not so much speed bumps, but the rumble strips, they test those here. And I believe once we get a little further, we'll be able to see some of that in action. But this side is going to be way better than that side, only because this one is for the testing. Now, the first tunnel we come up to is Rays Hill Tunnel. It's going to be 3,532 feet long, which is the shortest tunnel. When we get to the east, because we're going to be entering, I think, the west side. When we get to the other side, if you ever seen the film The Road, they filmed that here, so that was cool. They used a tunnel for the road. It's like this apocalyptic, and you can tell this is kind of apocalyptic looking back in here. Also, little fun fact, Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. Have you ever heard that song? Well, go check it out, listen to it. It's by the Bloodhound Gang. They filmed that video at Rays Hill Tunnel. So a little fun fact there. And I don't know how much I'm going to show you this ride here. Like I said, this is about a mile long. But yeah, they do some other testing in the tunnel itself. They do some emission testing, like for cars and stuff like that. Again, the Sidling tunnel, that's going to be the longest tunnel, which I'm not going to drive through it, but we might be able to drive, and I might be able to show you an end of it. So that'll be cool if I can do that, because I'm not driving to it or riding my bike to it. Wouldn't mind it, but I'd rather go back, get in my truck, and go see if I can find that. But again, the Laurel Hill tunnel we cannot get to. It's the third tunnel. I think Chip Ganassi Racing owns that one. So you can see two of them, which is really cool. I'm glad it's open. But get down a little bit. Okay, so now we're coming up to where the road gets a little better looking. Like, look over there and look over here. Got some reflectors. This is where they do the testing of some of these things. Okay, guardrails still up over here, and it just, the history of this alone is phenomenal. Like, we're riding on history. And this originally was just like most of the tunnels in general that you come across. This was originally for the Southern Pennsylvania Railroad Company, which was started and it was never finished. Never even got a foot on it, you know what I mean? Never started, never did anything. So that was a failed project. Again, then they did the Turnpike here. They started with the Turnpike, and which was great. And then that kind of failed in a sense just because it wasn't sufficient enough. Now, what we are doing is right around this bend. Oh, there's a bird nest right there. Right around this bend, we are going to come across the face of the tunnel. This is the Rays Hill Tunnel, creeping up on us right there. Check that out. That's flipping awesome. Okay, it's a road that goes under the tunnel. Yeah, see, it's right here. So if you lived over there, you could come up here and park. Here it is. Look at that. So apocalyptic, right? That's insane. The Canfield Fair, you say? It does smell like the Canfield Fair, only because there was a farm down there. Hawk in the sky. Right here. Rays Hill Tunnel. Look at that. Now back in the day, there would have been, it would have said Rays Hill on top where those grates are. Now, this was the shortest of all the tunnels, so there was only ventilation on one side, which would be this side. When you go to the other side, you wouldn't have a ventilation you know, building or on top or whatever. So check this out. Then it gets real nice. It's all paved here. Probably gonna park my bike over here so I can get up. Hopefully nobody screws with it. Yeah, there are birds here. Okay. Wow. Look at the graffiti. Now, I'd hate to leave my bike here, but I guess I'm gonna take my chances, I guess. You can just flip it upside down if you want.
Like upside down completely?
Yeah, if you want, put it on its bars. Here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so Rays Hill Tunnel. Now, if you look at that, I didn't know who that was right there. You see that little blue fat man kind of ghost right there? I guess that's Tubby, which is a tagger, and I don't know much about him, but he's I guess a big deal. There's a chipmunk running right there along the wall. Man, this is great, right? This is flipping awesome. And if you look down, you can see light down there. Not as dark as I thought. I guess it is. This one is short, so it doesn't look as dark as I thought it was gonna look. So that should be pretty cool. I mean, it's dark, but it's not as dark as some of the tunnels I've been in. But check this out. I want to document some of this graffiti. Oh man, is this great. Oh, this is awesome. And the infamous penis. Always gonna have a penis. And that one looks like it's in a cage, you know. Little cuck penis there. Vice. Some people don't like graffiti. Some people don't like tags or burners and stuff like that. I do sort of, to a certain point. I think it makes places like this look more awesome, but that's just me. Now, I wouldn't want to see this I wouldn't want to see this on a new building or some historical site or anything, but these abandoned kind of places like this, I think it adds more to it. Oh man. This is cool. Got the light fixtures up here. Somebody was spray painting. Of course, there's another thing I forgot was spray paint, because I was going to spray paint something on here, but you know what? We can always come back. We can always come back. I do got stickers with me, so I might do that. You can hear. No, that's okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Look at that penis. It's raining penises here. That's what it's doing. And mushrooms and penises. It right there. Right there. There's another bird nest up on there. Okay, so we're gonna go in there. We're definitely gonna go in there. But let's check this out here. Oh, is this awesome? Oh, that's awesome. That is great. So I think what we can do, we're actually going to end up climbing up there, I believe. But we're going to go here and check this out. I'm going to go in this room real quick. I can't go up from here, but I want to go check it out. So now you weren't able to come in here either not too long ago, because they had that door shut and this was all boarded up. So you wouldn't have been able to come in here. Here's some stairs. Actually, you know what I'm going to do while I'm here? I'm going to check out this and I'm going to grab my flashlight. I did remember a flashlight. I go out to my bike and get it, actually. But yeah, here's another little room. This looks like a coal room or something in there. Wow. And we're gonna end up going up there. There's the Fire Uckers. I think that's a band from the 80s. Okay, so you know what? Let me go grab. Let me grab my flashlight here from my bike and show you those couple rooms. This is awesome. Okay, look at this. I got my flashlight, guys. Of course, I didn't grab no stickers. I need to put some stickers. I have to go grab some stickers. So here is, yeah, flashlight makes all the freaking difference, doesn't it? So here's some steps going up, and obviously we're not going to be able to get up with those steps right there. There's nothing left of them. Yeah, nothing in there. Wow. And then I think in here, I couldn't tell to begin with. I think, yeah, this was like the coal room in here. So the coal would come in. Got to watch your step when you come in here because there's holes on the ground. But the coal would come in here, whatever, and whatever they would do, like. Okay, that's not that deep right there, but there's some holes. Okay, so I guess what we're gonna do now is we are going to see if I can we'll be able to get up there. I'll turn the camera off real quick. But what we're gonna do, I think we have to go up this way. I would go up that way, but that's way too steep. So I want to get up there and look around up top because that's where all the motors and stuff are there. So we are going to make our way up there. So let me get up there and then I'll turn this back on. All right, we have made it. We have scaffolded the edge here. That's actually steeper than it looks, and it's slipperier than it looks, but there's enough grab holds to grab onto. Okay, so here we are on the top. Wow, that's awesome. Oh man, dude. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's walk through here. Yeah, it's getting nice. I think it's crazy because in Youngstown it was like 40 something degrees this morning, and it wasn't gonna get much higher than that. It's like 61 or 62 right here right now. And I think we were just down? No, we weren't down in that section. Okay. Okay, let's go see. Oh man, this is great. This is freaking wild. Look at this. So yeah, like I said, this would have been the ventilation room, and only one side of the tunnel at Rays Hill has it, and this was it. It's not on the other side, since this was the shortest tunnel of them all. So I guess it would have been sucking the air out, and this would have been where it was coming out at. Yeah, look at this. We'll see what we can do. Actually, I wonder if we can get that. I think we can go down there. We'll check that out here in a little bit, if we can or not. Oh man, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do have to go in that way. Maybe that is the way we have to go into. Yeah, I think that is the way we have to go in down there. Look at this. Wow. So yeah, oh man, this is awesome. This is cool. Okay, I think we do have to go down.
It's just wide, that's all.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see what we have down here. Looks a little wet here. Oh yeah, it's wet.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. Gosh dang it. Oh man. Okay. Gosh. Oh, God. Oh man. I was stretching pretty good. You got it?
Yeah,
At least you got boots on.
Yeah, I have waterproof shoes on.
Okay. Now we are in like the motor room in here. Oh wow, this is crazy. There's does that say pee on me daddy? No, pee daddy.
What's that again?
Ah, this is great. Wow. But right there, man, that's danger right there. Check that out. Oh man. You don't want to fall. You don't want to fall down there. That's for sure. Look at that. Don't want to fall down there. Behind me looks cool, but I dig this right there. That looks scary as heck right there. That's awesome though. So there was some, that would have been for some conduit. What's in here? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here's one part of the fans. Oh, this is crazy. But check this out. This is wild in here. Look at this. Here's the room. Oh, wow. This is wild. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, this has been on a bucket list for a long time.
Nothing.
Oh, what is that in there? Oh, this is like the inside of that. Check that out. Oh, man. Wow. Hello? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, is this flippin' cool. This is wild, man. This is really cool.
This is super weird.
Does that go down in the basement?
It's like a triangle. There's room.
Oh, I think you can go on, I think that goes on top. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I want to. You can hear, it sounds so crazy in here because all the water is dripping and whatnot. Look at this. Oh my God. Wow. There's a tree in here. Always got, see, this is kind of, oh, that's glass. I thought that was holes. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow.
Does go on top.
Does it go on top? Okay. Check this out, man. I'm gonna have to definitely get some pictures up here. Yeah, like I said, this has been on a bucket list. This has been on my bucket list for a long, long time. I wanted to get out here. Oh, there's a pigeon up there. Right up there. Wow. Okay, so she was saying that this is a triangle down here, which if I'm right, which she kind of verified, this goes on top. Time for the flashlight. Look at that. The wind down here is insane. Oh my God. Oh, that's kind of scary.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, dude. Okay. I don't know how much light this light is going to give me, okay?
Fall through the ground.
No, I don't want to fall through the ground. Okay, let me try something else, people. Yeah, that's no good either. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this, which is the best I'm gonna get right now. It is a flashlight nonetheless. And then these right here on the ground, they go across. So I don't know what these were for. I don't know if those were just like lights or vents or whatever from the bottom. These were lights. And I don't know. This is okay. Let's walk a little bit. Yeah, look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see. This is again the light. I do have a flashlight, but you can't even see. Like, I'm gonna stick to the wall over here so you can see a little bit. So we are on top. We are on top of the tunnel itself. Okay, there's the light fixtures. Where are you at? Okay. And I think people must be walking through the tunnel because I can hear echoes. Yeah, look, man, I can see really, I can see fine, but look, this is the wall that I'm walking down. We're on top of the tunnel. And then here's the ground. And if you follow the light, it just keeps going, and it's this dark tunnel. And it goes, I think if you follow it, it comes to a brick wall, and it goes to the other half maybe. If I'm right, I've not done this, but I think we need a lot more light than just one flashlight, right? But I kind of want to walk down a little bit. This is why, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, look, this is the middle. And it's just graffiti all the, it's just crazy. Crazy. I don't want to fall through. Here's the other side. Yeah, there's just graffiti everywhere on here. Wow, this is wild. This is, yeah, I don't want to fall down any of these flipping holes. Yeah, so if you do want to venture down here, up here, now we do have flashlights. I mean, we have a couple flashlights, but it's so dark in here and it's so long that it's not even doing anything really. I'm glad I have this one though. Now I guess, let's check out some more tags here. I guess at one point I think they're supposed to block this so you can't get up in here. So yeah. But yeah, this is the up above the actual tunnel itself. So I actually, let me go out here so I can say, I'll go on the other side. So I'm actually gonna take a couple pictures in here for myself, but I'll see you when I get back down on the main level, and then we're gonna drive through the tunnel and get to the other side. But how cool is this, man? This is wild. Jeez. All right, I'm down in another room, the second floor, I guess. I didn't turn this on because I didn't think it went anywhere. But when we came in here, this is one of the steps we were looking at that we couldn't get up. But check this out, somebody put a ladder there. I would not be climbing up that. But we are up top, we went down these steps right here. Came down in here, and looks like here was this was a washroom. There's a sink, that's cool. And then come in here, and here's a whole nother room. A lot of graffiti in here. And you look out at a little electrical box right there. There's where we came in at right there. There's that lower level right there. And here, there's the Turnpike out there. There's the bikes. Looks like I didn't even notice that old sign right there. Like don't know if that would have been like part of the railroad at the time when they were trying to build things, or would that have been you know, part of the Turnpike itself. But yeah. Some more graffiti. Polka will never die. So since I'm here, I'll show you where we did come down here with. So I came down these steps. This one didn't sound real good. But here's another room inside. That's the inside right here though. That looks like the inside of the tunnel, like that design. When you first walked in the way it is. And then steps going up. All right, so here we are back at this part right here. Oh God, I don't even, man, I'm trying not to get my shoes wet. Okay, you all right? Okay, so yeah, here we go. Up and away. And here we are back out here. So yeah, how cool. Very cool. So yeah, I figured I'd show you that extra room we've seen. So I'm actually gonna get down and let's get this ride on the way so we can go to the other end of the tunnel, and that's where they filmed the road, at that end. Don't know what end the music video was from the Bloodhound Gang. Looks like it might have been from the other side. I don't know, but yeah, I'll meet you down at the bottom. All right, so we made it back down. Now let's ride 3,552 feet through the Rays Hill Tunnel. Now I'm seeing light, so I'm just gonna keep this going the way it is. I don't think it's dark like I thought it was gonna be. Oh man. Yeah, it's not as dark as I thought it was gonna be in here. Well, maybe it's getting a little dark now. Yep, it's getting a little dark now. Okay, so I turned my flashlight back on here, and you can see the wall here. I guess it does get really dark. It's weird because you can see the light down there. See that little speck of light down there? That's the other end, which is confusing because it seems like it's right there, and it's not. I can't even see the floor here where I'm going. Let's see if I can shine. Yeah, I see graffiti here. Yeah. So I don't know what's on. Oh my God, I can't. Yeah, it's dark in here. I'm actually gonna shut this off till I can see some more light so I don't slam and biff. I don't know if there's holes in the ground or not, so let me get down a little further. Yeah, this light does nothing in here. I'm gonna have to invest in some like crazy bright lights. Okay, so we are getting closer to the end. The light is near, just like we are being reborn into Earth. But yeah, it was it was pretty dark in there, so the light really did nothing. It's just this big black space of nothing. But here we come out of the other end, 3,532 feet. Some more graffiti. I'm gonna stop out here. Okay, let me stop out here. Okay. And you can keep going on. Let me get off this bike real quick. All right, I will say it is a lot colder on this side than it is on the other side. It's like really breezy here. I don't know if it's because the wind's coming through, but I see somebody on a bike. He has a headlight coming through. But you see the light? I mean, you might not be able to, but here's the other side of Rays Hill Tunnel. And if you look up there, it says no trespassing, violators will be prosecuted. But people go up there all the time. But it would have said, you see where the little plaque would have been, would have said Rays Hill right there. We're gonna see what kind of graffiti here. And see, notice on this side, you don't have the ventilation. You don't have the ventilation rooms because this was the shortest tunnel out of all of them on here, so they only needed one on one side. Pretty busy today, man. We've seen a lot of people riding today. So if you go down that way, I want to say like 8 miles, something like that, you'll run into Sidling Hill Tunnel, which is the longest one, which I'm gonna try to get to, just to show you if I can. But that one's 6,782 foot long. And then when you go beyond that, that's when you would hit, I think, the Laurel Hill, which you can't get into. But let's check out some of this. Let's check out some of this graffiti here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Now, I believe this is the side where they came out of the tunnel on the road. I believe this was the side. I know it wasn't the other side. I believe this was the side. And then it was either this side or the other side. I'm not sure. It could have been the other side because I think the pavement's a lot better on the other side. So on the other side, maybe that's where the Bloodhound gang filmed their video over there. But let's check this out. This is wild. This is cool. You get a bike ride, you get some Urbex adventure. Right here is another Tubby tag right there. What do we got going on in here? Little room, little electrical box, got the wolf pack. And like you can play like where's Waldo, but where's the phallus? They're all hidden. They're all hidden in here. Look, hidden everywhere. What do we got here? The Interstate 76. That's cool. Look, I'm telling you, they're everywhere. I'll walk as far as I can in here to show you until I can't see no more. But it looks like you could see. I mean, the light is really awesome, and then all of a sudden it just goes away. That's cool. Pretty awesome. Yeah, then it starts, the light starts disappearing in here. Just starts disappearing. I have to get some pictures here too, but yeah, there's you already seen that coming out. Not a whole lot of like cool graffiti here. There's a few little tags that look pretty cool. Yeah, man, it got cold. Jeez. Wow. Got the rebar. Very cool, very cool. Wow. So yeah, I think what the plan is I'm gonna go back to the truck, and I think I'm gonna go and see if I can find the other tunnel. I'm gonna have to walk to it, but I'm going to have to find the one parking lot that there is to see if I can get to it. I would like to walk it and at least show you that the other side of the one tunnel. But yeah, right here, the other side of Rays Hill Tunnel. So I'm gonna take a couple more pictures here, truck back, see if I can get to that other tunnel for you and show you that one. But yeah, this is a fun time, a real fun time. Okay, so you know what I did? I opted out of going back to my truck and driving around to get to the other area to park and walk to the other tunnel. You can do that. There's like a couple other parking lots. But when you park, I think it's like a mile or a mile and a half walk to get to the tunnel. I did some research and I thought it was like 6 to 8 miles to the other tunnel. It's only 4. So I was like, you know what? Let's just ride. Let's just continue with the bikes and we'll go down there. That's not that far. So the only thing is, when you get past Rays and you're riding here, it's it's a little bit bumpier. It's not really well taken care of. I mean, look at the other side there. You're not even going to go on the other side at all. Yeah, look. So it would be nice to see this, you know, actually repaved and stuff like that. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride the bikes to Sideling Tunnel, and I'll show you what that looks like. And that's the longest of the tunnels. So nice nature out though today. Definitely nice nature. I think there's a lake on the other side over there. I think that's what that is. There's houses. A lot of people out today too. A lot of people out. Yeah, see, there's some houses over there. Right there. Yeah, see this? You have to watch where you're going because of all the potholes and stuff. But yeah, a lot of people out today. When I first got here, there was like a crew of, there had to be like 20, 30 people. It must have been a group. I don't know if they were like Boy Scouts or whatever, but and I haven't seen them since. They haven't come back yet, so maybe I'll run into them on this journey. Man, this is bumpy. So yeah, I figured I'd tell you that. I am on my way down this bumpy road to get to the other tunnel so I can show you that one. And that way I can say that I've done it, that I've biked the tunnels, you know, or biked to seen both the tunnels. So when I get closer, I will get back on here. All right, so coming up on just about the 4-mile mark. I think this was 3.8 miles from Ray's Tunnel. And here is the Sideling Tunnel, and I see a bunch of lights going in the tunnel. Wow. Yeah, almost looks exactly like Ray's, but this is the longest of them all. How cool is that? And then that's where we came from, back that way. Yeah, when you look in this one, you can't even see any of the light from the other end. This one, I don't think you can get up to the top. I don't think so anyway, because you see how everything's boarded up and everything. But let's get up here and we'll walk around, check out the graffiti right here. Oh, check it out. All right, I think we can look in the windows over here. We'll check it out. There it is. Different kind of style here too, with the gravel brick. Different graffiti. Yeah, Ray's you can get into. Well, you can get into that one, so I'll go in here too. I didn't know. Years ago, they had this all blocked off. You couldn't get into them. This one's filled with water. And it's the same setup as the other one. Same thing, the coal chute. Yeah, be careful with that. Yeah, so the conduit out of an electrical box over there with all the conduit pipe and stuff. Yeah, so kind of a mess in here. It's waterlogged. Look at the old door. I I go check out the other side with some of the graffiti on here. Now this one's super dark. You can't even see it, man. And this one looks like it has more holes in it and stuff. Like, yeah, it does, I think. Look, you can't even see. It's just dark as hell down there. That's a cool picture right there. The whole gang. They probably walk in a thing, hiking. It's like, what's that? Not the Lost Boys. Stand By Me.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Is Stand By Me right there. That's pretty wild. That's pretty cool. Hello Kitty. Yeah. We were just talking about Hello Kitty yesterday. So that's pretty wild. Wow. Oh yeah, everybody loves somebody, you know what I mean? Or something. Okay, they got some pretty cool stuff here. I'm gonna go over here, check this out, the water dripping. That's cool, I dig that. Pretty wild. Yeah, this one looks kind of rough in here, man. Oh, shoot. Wow. So I don't know what I want to do. I'm here. I might want to ride you to the other side of the tunnel. I'm trying to think, because this one, like I said, this one's the longest. This one's the longest of them all, and it's double the length. Yeah, it's double the length of the other one. Man, what do we do? What do we do? Do we ride through this one? I'm trying to think, because there's probably some murals at the other end too. I mean, I came this far. We just did 3 miles. You know what? I think we should go to the other end of the tunnel. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride this to the other. We're gonna ride both tunnels today. That's what we're gonna do. I think so. And here we go through the Sidling Tunnel. Look how creepy this is. Oh, snap. Oh, gosh. Okay. And I think we're going to lose light pretty shortly. So let me see where we get, and I'll see you on the other side. And all right, everybody. We have made it to the other side. Oh man. Woo! My butt hurts now. It does. We have made it to the other side of the Sidling Tunnel. Check that mural out up there. Now, I don't know what's up there. I may venture, because when I was coming through the tunnel, I seen light coming from up top, which is telling me there's people up there. Now see, I believe if you keep going this way, you're gonna go into Laurel Hill, which is the privately owned one. I think that's would be the way you go. But I want to go in here and check out some of these murals down here. There's a really cool one in there. But check, man, this is cool, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go up there just to see what's up there. We'll go check that out. Look at the popcorn. That's cool. I dig that. That's awesome, man. That's great. Somebody was having a fire over here. Oh man, wild. Yeah, same exact thing as the other tunnel, you know, as the other tunnel. This one you're not going up. I didn't bring my flashlight, I left it on the bike, but this one you're not going up at all. Okay, let's go check. Let's go check this out. Check some of it out. Yeah, it's cool too because it's all the way through. It's actually not a bad tunnel to go through, actually. Man, that wind, I don't know if you can hear that, man, but okay, this is the one I was looking at. Check this out. Check that out. The detail in that, man. It's even on the ceiling. That's wild. That is cool. Dude, how cool is that? That is wild. Man, that's awesome. No way. That is wild. Oh, you know what? I just noticed though. I just noticed. Just noticed. And I gotta be honest with you. When you see like this is a burner, okay? So when you have nice art like that, why does some doucher gotta come in here and like do stupid crap to it? You know what I mean? But wow, that's wild. But you know what? I'm gonna see, let me see this way. I'm gonna see if I can get up top just to see what this one looks like. I think we can. I don't think it'd be too difficult to go up there, but let's see if I can get up there. If not, you know what? I'm gonna go up here. If I can get up here, I'll show you some of that. If not, next time I talk to you, it's probably gonna be at the truck. So let's see what happens. All right, so we are gonna make our way up to the top of this one. And just to see, I'm digging that tag up there, man. That's pretty wild. Yeah, pretty cool on this side, actually. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So this one has some nice burners in it. Nice tags. Pretty cool. Let's see, this one has the ventilation on both sides. What's going on?
How we doing?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Good, good.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Was that you guys up top?
Yes, that was.
Okay, yeah.
It's amazing. Just watch your step. If you go up there,
Yeah.
watch your step for holes.
Okay. Well, did you go into the Rays?
What's that?
Did you go to Rays tunnel?
No, only this one.
Okay, Rays is the same way. We went off top. Same
Gotcha.
thing.
But there's no light in here. Yeah, there are some spots where it's completely dark.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll need light.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Be very careful.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Of course.
There's Kurt Cobain. This one actually was a lot easier to get up to compared to, I like that green color. Oh yeah, this looks wild here too. Oh man. Yeah, this is wild up here. Way easier to get to this one than it was over at Ray's. Wow. That's a cool picture right there. I dig when you look through things in the camera. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, see, same thing. Same thing as the other one. They're almost the exact same things. Wow. Wild. And yeah, I didn't bring, here we go again. This is what I do, fellas, guys, gals. I forget to bring flashlights with me.
Where is it?
It's on my bike. Because that's what I do. But let's go see what we can do anyway. Let's see what we can see. Okay, well, we'll be able to see. We'll be able to see some. And again, yeah, see, I'm just not going to be able to go down. I didn't bring my flashlight in this one. I didn't think we were going to be able to get up in here, but it's basically going to be like Ray's. Another, there's the hole. It goes down. I'm digging the gears when I do. That's pretty wild. I dig that. Okay, this one's muddy. So yeah, same setup. Same exact setup as, oh man, this is muddy as heck. Oh yeah. Oh boy. So, okay. Yeah, watch it right there. It starts folding in like. So as long as I come here and like kind of document some of the inside, see the same thing that you can go, man, that is a muddy mess. Muddy mess. Oh boy. Watch it when you walk. Just watch it when you come down there. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Okay, I do have my flashlight phone, which I don't think will do nothing. Can you see it all?
Let me see. I have my flashlight on.
I don't think this is the flat, you know, doesn't really do too much.
I think the tunnel's a lot longer.
Yeah, this one, okay. Yeah, look, like when you come in here, the holes are right there. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see too much. Trying to keep my phone light. Yeah, you can't see this, guys, but it is like so dark in here, like so dark, and like, oh my God, it's so dark in here. You're looking at the floor right now, and then you come up, and that's the ceiling, and it's rounded up here. I want to make sure there's no holes. So it's, yeah, this is the ceiling, and it comes down, and now we're on the walls over here. What is that? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, oh, that's the condensation. That's water.
Is it?
Yeah. From how cold it is. Yeah. From how cold it is. So it's pretty wild up here, though. See, these are what you're dealing with up here. Yeah. Oh God, you were right on it. So yeah, this is what you're dealing with. It's these holes up here, and it goes all the way down. But a little drop off.
Oh, watch these spiders.
Where at?
Like there's. Okay,
Where?
I didn't even think of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that spider right there. Oh yeah. Oh. I think my buddy Scott was in this one years ago. That's cool. In Adventure Time. He ran into some bats or something up here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, look at it, man. See? Wow.
It's so dark in here.
It is. Okay, watch this, guys. Like, I know you can't see nothing, but so here's the side. There's that, and then there's what you're looking at. There's no light in here. It's just dark. It's dark. So I think we're gonna head back out, and yeah. So basically the same thing as the other. Watch this. Watch the holes. Watch the holes. Same thing as the other. The other one. Same thing as the other one. Watch that hole. So if you had some bright lights, you could walk all the way down here, and I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, but that was it's pretty wild in here that you can come in here. But I think at some point when they do actually make this trail, you sure?
Go this way. This is the way I came in. I didn't get muddy at all.
Oh, right there.
Okay.
Go ahead. But I think at one point when they do make this trail, they are going to end up blocking those off so you can't get into them. Just probably for safety stuff, but that's why I like places like this when you do things like this, the history of it, and who knows how long this will be here, like accessible to get up in here and stuff. And I'm one that was able to see it, you know what I mean? So that's pretty wild. So that's this. I'm gonna head back down. I'm going to go to the truck. Oh man, I'm gonna go to the truck, and then I will do an outro and recap what we just did. Okay, so yeah, this has been a fun time so far. So yeah, I'll see you back at the truck. All right, we have made it back to the trailhead parking lot, made it back to the truck. And I'm glad we made it, because one of the bikes, man, we ended up driving it back on the rim for quite a while, but that's okay. We made it. We're good. Again, abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. Opened up in 1940, closed in 1968 because it was cheaper to make a whole different way around the mountain than it was to bore new holes through the original turnpike holes. And again, that was made for the railroad anyway to begin with, but that again never happened. This is Breezewood, Pennsylvania. Now I will say, you seen I was happy with this. This was on my bucket list. So not only did we go through the one tunnel, we went through both of them. So I was able to show you both of them. I'm glad I could do that. I'm glad I seen it and was able to do it, because originally I was going to show you this tunnel and then get in my truck, drive to Sidling Tunnel and just see one end of it. We seen it all. We seen all the graffiti in it. We seen all the innards. We were able to get inside, which we don't know how long that's going to be, because if they end up making this a designated trail and clean it up and do it, you're probably not going to be able to get in those anymore. So I'm glad I got to see that. Didn't see any bears, so that was a good thing. A lot of people out today. It is Saturday, and I was surprised. I mean, look at the amount of people here. Cars over there, cars over here. And even when I got here, the amount of, there was like a group of like 30 people. It was insane, but didn't really run into a lot of people along the way though. So it was kind of nice. It was nice. I was able to get in and do my thing, and you know, the occasional hi, but you know, I do have a little pet peeve though. I do gotta say something, man. Like when you're riding bikes, there's an etiquette to when you're riding a trail and riding bikes, and it's called to the left, to the right, okay? Teach your kids that, man. Or if you ride bike, learn it, okay? Because, geez, man, on the way back, the amount of people that were just didn't know the etiquette of biking. But that's neither here nor there. I did not show you, maybe one day it'll be a separate video. There is an old POW camp close to the Sideling tunnel. And there's a few of them actually in Pennsylvania too. So, but there is one close, and that was the other intention for me driving over and doing that. But I'm rather do what I did today. A lot of cool graffiti, man. A lot of cool stuff in there. A lot of cool tags. A lot of just awesome experience. And I don't even know what time. Let's see. It's 5:10. We got here about 12:30ish. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 hours worth of drive. So good day, good adventure. Want to thank everybody for coming on today's adventure. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read them all. I appreciate everyone who supports the channel, watches it, leaves them, you know, positive comments. And I like to see you out in public. Especially love when somebody tells me that, hey, we checked that out, we did that. We had to go there, we're going there next week. It's awesome to hear that, because there's a lot of stuff to do out there if you get off the couch. So again, thank you for coming on today's adventure, and until I see you on the next one, wherever that may be, Beta Malenge.